talking about foods you can eat without cooking at all. Now, in all of these prepping videos that we've seen, that we've done, we talk about cooking your food, but frankly, you have to have food that you can just eat without cooking anyway. Camp stoves are nice, rocket stoves are nice, grills are nice, but you need food that you can just open up and eat out of the can. And I'm not gonna count them because my last video, I totally messed up all the counts. So I'm just gonna go through them. There's 50 here, I counted them before. All right, easy things like instant oatmeal. Instant oatmeal, you can pour just cold water in and let it sit for a few hours or overnight and it will rehydrate and it'll be really tasty. Cereal. Regular cereal. You do not have to have milk with cereal, but you can keep boxed milk on the shelf.
Powdered milk.
Not even powdered milk. They have the little
stuff.
And or powdered milk, either one, you can use those. Beef jerky, peanut butter with crackers. As far as crackers go, you've got your graham crackers you can have for breakfast, your Ritz crackers, your club crackers, your saltine crackers. All of those type crackers that you always eat that you don't think of for an emergency type situation. Ramen noodles, you can eat them without cooking them.
Boys do it all the time.
My kids just eat them like crackers.
Yeah.
Don't you, boys?
Yep.
You should have seen them a minute ago. They were so excited about eating the ramen noodles.
Get over here and give your testimonial. So ramen noodles can be eaten just plain out of the package.
Yeah.
You don't have to cook them.
So think of your foods that you have, that how to eat them differently, you know, without cooking them and stuff. Well, I was going to say, like with the peanut butter, this would be good if you don't have crackers or bread. If you have celery in the refrigerator and you need to use that food up, you can put the peanut butter on celery, you know, stuff like that.
Next, easy meats that are canned. Tuna, chicken, ham, Vienna sausages, summer sausages, canned meatballs, canned chilies, canned sardines. All of those you can eat straight out of the can.
Yeah, at room temperature.
Yeah. And
they may not be lovely, but you know.
But save all your condiment packets from the restaurants. I mean, I just have a pile in my fridge that I just keep the condiment packets. Then in an emergency situation like that, you could add some mustard to some canned beef, put it on a cracker and have a nice little roast beef sandwich.
I eat mustard on tuna. You know, I mix it with tuna and I take, or the mayonnaise in the packets and I put those on crackers. Or if you have lettuce, once again, that you need to use up, you can put that tuna on top of the lettuce leaf.
Next, canned chili. You're going to say, oh, gross. Actually, canned chili isn't that bad cold. I mean, it will probably be room temperature.
Yeah, as long as it's room temperature. You sit and cool your chili off anyway before you take a bite of it. So.
And if your food isn't room temperature, put the cans of food between your legs and let it warm up.
You can do that with baby bottles too.
Before
baby food.
You eat it if it's gotten cold and you just really can't eat it cold. Then put it between your legs for 30 minutes or an hour and let it warm up. You can do the same thing, like Mom said, with baby bottles. SpaghettiOs, ravioli, all your canned pastas that are so unhealthy for you. They will keep you alive in an emergency situation and you won't have to waste energy and time cooking food. Fruit cups. I don't buy my kids the fruit cups for school, but that would be a great thing to have on hand. Then when they start getting close to the expiration date, just go ahead and put them in the kids' lunch boxes and then just get a new rotation in. Dessert cups. Okay, pudding cups are not a true survival need for all the 3 million comments I'm gonna get, but it would be a fun treat to have if you're in the middle of a crisis situation.
And if it's chocolate pudding, it would help with the stress level and everything. You know?
Just open up a chocolate pudding cup and have something fun, okay? I know it's not a necessity. Canned hummus, baked beans. A lot of baked beans are really good just straight out of the can. I eat them like that all the time.
Yeah,
canned corn, canned peaches, canned pears, canned mandarin oranges, canned fruit cocktail. All of those can be eaten straight out of the can and you can keep them for long periods of time. Now, other foods that aren't canned, but that you probably wouldn't think about. All of your fruits that you don't need to refrigerate, bananas, apples, oranges, grapes, All your vegetables, cucumbers, squash, potatoes, melons, pickles, tomatoes, all of those things, you don't have to store them in the refrigerator.
Even potatoes, you can eat raw.
Yep.
You know, I love raw potatoes.
We eat raw potatoes all the time. Just slice them or peel them and just eat them raw.
Yeah.
Nuts, seeds, pumpkin, sunflower seeds, anything like that, any kind of your nuts, those do go rancid though, so use them up because you don't want to be eating spoiled nuts.
If you eat nuts on a regular basis,
Yeah.
then you can rotate them, and that would be good to keep on hand.
Granola bars, protein bars, dried fruit, fruit packs, you know, little dried fruit pack things, canned cheese. My kids love canned cheese, and we only get it for Christmas, but I'm kind of thinking it might be a good prepping food. Now, I would just use it as just something to add a little flavor for different. I wouldn't squirt, as my children do, a half a can of cheese on one cracker and eat a cheese sandwich. But it would be something that is shelf stable.
Yeah.
That would give you a little bit of variety. Canned milk, we talked about that earlier, but the boxed milk work, and then also the canned milks, like evaporated milk, you can add water to that. People don't know you can add water to that.
I have sweetened condensed milk too, because if you want to make some hot chocolate with the powdered milk or something, that adds a little bit of sweetness to it. You know, you've got a little bit of the sugar in there that you want.
All of your breads, cakes, and then of course all your crackers, anything like that. Now, don't forget to use up your perishable foods first.
Yeah.
If the power goes out, use everything you can out of your refrigerator and your freezer first, but use the perishable stuff first. Ketchup, soy sauce, all those kinds of things you can keep out of the freezer. We store them in the fridge, or I mean the refrigerator. We store them in the fridge, but you don't have to. Use your meats first. You're gonna be going keto when the electricity goes out first. Eat all of your meat first. Then do things like your dairy, and then your cheeses, and then you can be working your way down.
Yeah.
But go from the most perishable, meats are the most perishable first, and then work your way.
Yeah, or leftovers. If you've got leftovers in there, you want to use all the foods you can, you know.
Yeah, and as we said in our other video, if your freezer starts getting to the point where it's defrosting and you really just have to start using the food, let's say it's the summer and you can't put it outside in boxes, then go ahead and cook up that food if you can, if you've got a way to cook it, and start sharing it with your neighbors, your friends, whoever. And that way at least it's not going to waste. Or save it for dog food.
Dehydrated foods are really good if you can get any type of dehydrating, because if you have to travel with them, they're lightweight, you know, much more lightweight than canned goods and things like that. So I like to do a lot of dehydrated foods, and that because they will last a long time, and you can eat them right out of the package. Dried apples, you know, or just add water to some of them to rehydrate them, and all you need is a little water to add to them.
Guys, go and watch our 15 things to stock up on before hyperinflation hits. And all of these are in our free stockpile ebook. You can go get it at livingonadime.com. The description below has the link. If you've already got that ebook, just re-download it, and we have added these to it. Please visit us at livingonadime.com, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Before we start the camera.
Mom is ultra prepared. I am not prepared at all. It's just the way life is. What can I say?
Torture me.